Welcome to CILIP's virtual learning environment. This is very much going to be a work in progress for the next year, and you'll start to see a lot more things appear on the virtual learning environment, and as they do, we will let members know of some of the new and exciting bits that start to appear. But I just want to take a few seconds just to kind of give you a basic introduction to the virtual learning environment and some of the ways that you can navigate and access courses or pieces of content. Okay, so we're on the current homepage at the moment, and you'll see that sort of in the middle you've got course categories. Probably best to think of these as kind of like generic categories of kind of content that will be on the CILIP VLE. And then below you'll see any courses that you are currently enrolled in. Now, at the moment, because you've clicked on the Getting Started on the VLE, that is the key course that's come up. So if you have a look through, probably the best one to go for is actually to look at the professional registration menu. And the main reason I want to show you this menu is to just kind of highlight for you some of the icons that you'll see on the side of the courses. The first one at the top, this was a little greyed out person. That is a guest access. That means that anyone accessing the virtual learning environment, whether they be an authenticated user, as in a member accessing the virtual learning environment from the website, or someone that's accessed the virtual learning environment directly, would be able to access and see that content. So, for example, here we would want anyone to be able to find out how to enroll for certification, chartership and fellowship, and also that they would be able to access information about how the professional registration support. You don't necessarily need to enroll to sort of see that information. The next category is this one here, which has got sort of this little key, and that's a self-enrollment. The way that this works is for things like certification, chartership and fellowship, obviously you need to have clicked the enrolment form. You'll also have needed to submit a payment before you start. So it enables you to enroll yourself on that course, but you will be sent an enrollment key that will enable you to complete that enrollment. So if I just for a minute just click on certification, you'll see that you can, obviously enroll here, but you would need to use that enrollment key that you would have been provided with by the member services team. The final one that I wanted to show you was this one here, which is the auto-enroll thing. That effectively is going to automatically enroll you into that course. And so the best one here, which hopefully be one that a lot of CILIP members will be interested in, is the new scheme of revalidation. So if I click on revalidation here, that should take us straight the way through to the revalidation submission area. Now, what we've done for all of the new scheme of professional registration is provide information. You've got an introduction here. You've got a tab which will tell you about how you can record your CPD activities, and we've also given you a little video there on how to record your CPD activities. Similarly, there is information on how to create the evaluative statement. And finally, information on how to submit your revalidation. So you can see you are automatically registered for that course. And for anyone interested in revalidation, once you've done that, you can see all the details about how you actually go ahead and submit your revalidation. To get back to the home page at any time, if you click on the CILIP icon at the top, that will take you back to your home page. From here, there are other things that you can do in terms of amending your profile, and we've got another video within the getting started on the VLE category, which explains about how you can amend your profile. But the final thing I wanted to show you was the other half of the virtual learning environment. So you've got this part, which is the CILIP VLE, and then sitting behind that, there is also CILIP Portfolio. And I'm just going to click on that, which will take you through to that. CILIP Portfolio, it will drag the information through from your profile into CILIP Portfolio. CILIP Portfolio is effectively being used to create your portfolios for certification, chartership, fellowship, revalidation, and for those people that are using the VLE for the accreditation of learning provision, this is also where those portfolios are pulled together. From here, you'll see that you can do things like update your profile, you can amend and create content, you'll be able to create a CPD log, which is what's used for revalidation, and that information once again is included in the revalidation pages. You'll be able via portfolio to create pages, which is what you'll be using to submit your portfolio. You'll also be able to join groups as well, and you will find some instructions about if you're a professional registration candidate, we'll be using the groups on within CILIP Portfolio to help you identify and make contact with mentors. If at any point you want to be able to go back to the main CILIP VLE, you just find this button, which is generally sitting on the side, but once again, click on the CILIP logo and it'll get you back to the home page. Click on CILIP VLE and you're back in. In terms of some of the other categories, in fact, actually, let me just show you that revalidation, because you've automatically enrolled now. That has appeared. Just some of the other categories there. Accreditation for learning providers, that is only available to learning providers applying for the accreditation of academic and vocational qualifications. Professional registration, as I've said, is sort of all the support and the access to those products. Administration is for our use. And the PKSB will be creating some content on here very shortly about the PKSB. Soon to come will also be an online CPD section where you'll be able to access content from both CILIP and hopefully in the future our regional member networks and our special interest groups, where they'll be putting content up structured around the areas of the professional knowledge and skills base. So if there are areas that you're keen to develop your knowledge and skills, there will hopefully be some content available to help you with that.